right? Pythagorean theorem was a squared plus b squared.
Are we on 682
A.
or B?
A.
Okay.
So we learned a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? That's the Pythagorean theorem. What we're going to do today is a shortcut to the Pythagorean theorem. So it's an easier way for you to solve these problems than having to work out the entire Pythagorean theorem every time. But here's the good news. If you forget how to do what we're doing today, you can always use the Pythagorean theorem still. So you have kind of two methods to solving these, and you can pick the one that you like better, okay? There's definitely one, the shortcut is quicker, but the Pythagorean theorem will work every time. So it's kind of up to you how you want to do it. Now here's what I need you to see. If this triangle is a 45, 45, 90 triangle, do you remember how base angles being congruent work out? What kind of triangle is this?
Isosceles.
It's isosceles. Okay, so if this is an isosceles triangle, then what is true?
Then they're all equal.
Not all equal.
It adds up to 180.
Two of the sides are equal, right? Isosceles is two or more, so it could be all three and be isosceles. But our isosceles triangles today are going to have two congruent sides, okay? It's going to be the ones across from the congruent angles, right? So it's the two legs. This is a leg. This is a leg. This is your hypotenuse. Your legs will be congruent, okay? And your angles across from them are congruent. So it's a 45, 45, 90. So when you hear me talk about a 45, 45, 90, this is what I'm talking about. Those are angle measures in a triangle, 45, 45, and 90. Okay, so here's the situation. When you set this up with the Pythagorean theorem, okay, let's say this is L for leg, this is L for leg, and I'm going to call this H for hypotenuse. If I set this up in the Pythagorean theorem,
Does it have to be A?
for right now it's going to be H. To set this up in the Pythagorean theorem right now, it would be L squared plus L squared equals H squared, right? So the idea is if we can come up with all three of these sides having the same variable, that would be super helpful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to solve H in terms of what L is.
L is 7, the other has to be 7 too.
Wait.
7 also?
Yeah.
2?
also should be 7.
The other L will be 7. Yeah, your legs will always be the same size.
So you can't just use the one that we found yesterday, like,
Wait, the bucket went away. How are they gonna
like,
get
you can't just make
Wait,
it
the bucket
3,
did
4,
go away.
5.
It won't be, yeah, you won't have a Pythagorean triple. Okay,
How they trapped him up there. How are you gonna get that?
he's fine. Okay, so here's what you do.
Fine, though.
This is L squared plus L squared. You told me earlier what x squared plus x squared was. What's L squared plus L squared? 2L squared, right? So if I simplify this, this is 2L squared
What happened last semester?
equals H squared. Hey,
What is it?
What's wrong with it?
put it away.
Can I check it?
No, I'm sure it's not. You can wait till later.
I can check it. Take my phone away?
Yep, sure will. Would you like me to take it?
Oh, I want to check.
Oh, fine. Check and then give me your.
Okay, you know what? I just want it.
Just ask Max.
Well, what is it?
No, we're not talking about it. Okay, so if we're here and I want to know what H is, if I square root both sides,
Wait,
then I
what?
get the hypotenuse is the square root of 2
That was it.
times the square root of L squared. That's because you're not paying attention.
What's the presentation?
How does it make sense?
Just listen. Just listen. So the square root of L squared, when you square and square root something, those are inverse operations. They cancel each other out, okay? So if I take the square root of L squared, that's just L. If I take the square root of 2, that's an ugly number, so we leave that as the square root of 2.
Wait, why do you take the square off of the H?
I'm actually confused.
Because I square rooted everything.
Oh.
That gets rid of the squared.
Oh, so it's just,
So your hypotenuse is L
why did the L switch
times
places?
rad
Where
2.
did you get the 2 from?
Because we square rooted it. If you square root something that is squared, right? Those are inverse operations. They cancel each other
No,
out.
why did it move to the left of 2?
Because it became a whole number now. It's not square rooted anymore, so we put that number out in front. We don't ever write something as rad 2 times 5, right? That doesn't look as good as 5 rad 2. So I just moved it out in front. Okay? Okay. All that to say, this is your shortcut. So if I have a 45, 45, 90 triangle, you don't stress about this. I'm just trying to show you where it's coming from. In a 45, 45, 90, your two legs, which would be this one and this one right now, will always be L. Okay, those are legs.
Could it be another letter?
The hypotenuse is the length of that leg times the square root of 2.
Do we have
Every
another
single
person?
time. Max, you're interrupting me. Just listen. I will explain further. Just hear me right now. L, and L rad 2 will be the three sides of your 45, 45, 90 every single time. Okay? Let me show you what I mean by that.
What's that weird symbol?
L.
This,
It's an L.
It's a cursive L.
it's just a cursive L. Otherwise, it looks like a 1. L for leg. So if I have a 45, 45, 90, let's think about this. If this is a length of 5, what is this length? In a 45, 45, 90.
They gum the
Nice.
snacks.
What?
This is L,
Yeah.
and that's L. Just like it's X and X. It's 5, right? Your legs in a 45, 45, 90 are always congruent. So this is 5 and 5. This side is the length of the leg times the square root of 2. So what is this length?
25.
What is L?
15.
5.
L is 5, right? So L rad 2 is 5 rad 2. Okay? So if you have this number as a whole number, it's just 5, 5, 5 rad 2.
Oh, so we
Okay.
just use that every time?
This format every single time in a 45, 45, 90. Okay? Okay, so come down here.
Homework, we could just do that.
Well, yes, but it gets a little fancier, so you got to make sure you're understanding what is what. Look at this picture. This side here is 8. That is one of your L sides. So X is 8 also, right? This is 8, and Y is 8 times the square root of 2.
Oh,
He doesn't get it.
Okay? I'm going to give you another one of those, and then I'm going to move on to the harder one.
Why do you keep on writing this? Oh.
It's just an L, Max. If I write it as a non-cursive L, it looks like a 1.
Why
So
don't
it's
you
just a
type
cursive
out
L.
one tiny line on top?
Well, it's not a capital L, it's a lowercase L. You may write it as a capital L if you want. That's fine. I'm not going to. Okay, so if this is my setup in a 45, 45, 90, if this is 22, what is this side?
22.
22. The legs will always be the same. This is 22. What is this side?
22.
22 rad 2. Okay, it's L, and L rad 2. So whatever that L is, whatever the length of the leg is, times the square root of 2. Okay? Okay, here's where it gets a little tougher. Not terribly yet. I mean, it won't be terribly later either, but yes, good job. So this is your L rad 2, right?
I already finished that one.
Oh, well, hold on.
They're both fine.
So this is your L rad 2 side, which means your L value should be 5, right? So your two legs here will be 5 and 5. So if they give you a hypotenuse that has the rad 2 in it, that's your L rad 2. You just need to pull the L off and put it as your two legs. Okay? Okay, these are the ones that are a little bit tougher, but I'm gonna give you
X5.
a way to do it. Well, think about this. If X
That's
was,
Brian Bonilla's bomb.
don't write this down, okay?
Actually, yeah, it is. That's Brian.
Oh my
Bonilla's
goodness.
bomb.
Oh, it is, it's Kim Jong-un.
It's Henry Bonilla. Kim Jong-un.
It's
Whoa,
Kim.
Miss Rubin.
No, you guys can't.
Where is
can't
that?
sit. There's a thing out there that's so big and tall.
But
There's
that's actually
people
Ryan
walking
Bonilla's
by.
bomb.
I know.
And,
Oh,
and Ryan's
Why do
mom.
we need to know that?
Because he took his DH today.
Oh, yeah.
Why does she have to come for a DH?
He calls her Kim Jong Mom.
Kim Jong mom. She takes
All I know
away
is
his
he
phone
took
and
his
like
DH today.
Kim Jong Un of his household.
Well, make better choices. Okay, so solve for the value of the variable. Here's the deal. Forrest asked, couldn't this just be 5? Now don't write this down.
Well, because if it's like. if
I know,
it's
hold on, I know what you mean.
brand new, like, wouldn't that, like, wouldn't you just.
Right. Here's the thing. If you write this down as 5s, don't write it. This is wrong. If you write this down as 5s, what is this length?
45, 15, 25.
5 rad 2, okay? 5 rad 2 is not the same as 10, right? It's not 5 times 2, it's 5 times the square root of 2. So that doesn't work. Max, sit down.
I can't see. Can I turn the lights on?
Oh, sure, but can you ask me that? Not just assume things now? Yes, the middle one. Hit the middle
Can
one.
you scroll up a little bit?
No, it's gonna be bright. It's gonna be so bright.
No, wait, I like it like that.
Okay, so instead, here's what we do.
Maybe we should open the window for natural light.
I would love to. If there was like an iota of focus in here, I
If
would.
we all turn our chairs.
True it. It's because you put true.
Here's what I need you to do. Listen,
It's him.
if this is X right now, and this is 10 right now, what is this? Not for a value. It's X, right? It's the same as the other leg. So here's the thing. If you want, you can do the Pythagorean theorem right now to solve for X, right? You could say X squared plus X squared equals 10 squared, okay? That would be one way to do it.
Oh, combine like terms.
Combine like terms, solve, you would get there. I'm not even gonna do that right now. I'll do that in a minute if you wanna see it. But I'm gonna show you a shortcut so that you don't have to do all that work, okay? The shortcut is if we set this up as that very first triangle that we did, like this, if we set it up that way, the X is our L, right? These are our L sides. What is this?
An L.
10
L
is our
rad 2.
L rad 2, okay? So you could just solve that equation. 10 equals L rad 2. We're trying to solve for L right now, right? Because we want to know what the leg is.
What?
So if we can solve for L, then we have our answer. X will be whatever that value comes out to. So here's the thing. In order to solve for L right here, how do you get L by itself?
I'm so.
Add, subtract, multiply, divide. You divide by what? Rad 2, okay? So if you divide by rad 2 on both sides, then that one goes away. That's 1. So right now, it says L equals 10 divided by rad 2. But you're not allowed to leave a radical in the denominator. So here's where it gets a little fancier. You have to get that radical out, and the only way to get it out of there is to multiply by the number 1, right? Because anything times 1 is itself, but a funky 1, okay? The way we're going to multiply by 1 is the denominator over itself, right? This right now is the number 1. But when we multiply by that number 1, it's going to get the radical out of there in the denominator, okay? So here's what you do. You multiply the numerators. 10 times the square root of 2 is just 10 rad 2. Put the 10 out in front. You cannot multiply the 10 and the 2. It's not rad 20, okay? You have to have both radicals or both non-radicals to be able to multiply them together. But now look at your denominator.
They're both the same.
It's the square root of 2 times the square root of 2. That would be the square root of 4. What is the square root of 4? 2. Okay, look how brilliant this is. When you multiply a radical by itself, it is always the number underneath that it becomes. The square root of 2 times the square root of 2, you don't have to write this, is the square root of 4, which is 2. The square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is the square root of 9, which is 3. The square root of 4 times the square root of 4 is the square root of 16, which is 4. So here's the thing. You don't ever have to work that out. It will always hold true. So if you see a radical times itself, the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, it is always equal to 2. Okay? We're almost there. 10 rad 2 over 2. Do you see anything else that you can simplify right now?
10.
The 10 and 2 are both divisible by 2, right? So that's 5 times the square root of 2. That's your answer. 5 rad 2 and 5 rad 2. Okay? Now here's what I want you to see. There's another like shortcut to our shortcut, if you can remember it. If I get a triangle, I'm going to draw the same triangle. You don't need to draw it right now. I just want you to see a clean...
Just cut 10 in half and then put rad 2 behind, behind.
That's the shortcut to the shortcut, right? Every single time when you have a whole number as your hypotenuse, you can cut it in half and multiply by rad 2.
Wait, so then for the next one, x and y would just be 7 rad 2?
Yes.
Oh,
Look at that.
That was
Um,
on my time.
No, not yet. Right? So you're cutting it in half and you're multiplying by rad 2. Now, if you forget that, if you forget the shortcut, the Pythagorean theorem still exists. The issue is you cannot say x squared plus y squared equals 14 squared. So what do you have to do? What do you know about x and y?
They're legs.
They're the same. So just call it x squared plus x squared equals 14 squared and then solve for x, and x will equal y. Okay? So if you want to do the Pythagorean theorem, it will absolutely work. I don't recommend it because there are much quicker ways to get there, but you can do it. Okay? Okay.